play action. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here we go.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Here we go. 11, Palmer.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Another try for Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Room here to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Okay, right.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. 48 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A handoff running left is Mostert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is
caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 66 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. And some room to work. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Spins away. And some space here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run with Mostert. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Samaje Perine taking it in from the 20. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. No one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their leg. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 151 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Mostert. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played three quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Let's take it in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mixon running wide side. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 42. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak, and he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back to Mixon on second down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Here we go, here we go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, 11.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Here we go. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Tagovailoa. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Back to the running game with Mostert. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop, making them pump.
He's got a man, complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing, Burrow. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Back to Robinson now on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Robinson will try to pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone. James Robinson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we're tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. (7-7) our score after 1. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mostert. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Tua going to run the sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like that. He will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Rolling to his right. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones. As time expires in the 1st half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. But to throw again is Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Lawrence on the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Lawrence on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. It's Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence, complete to Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, Lawrence. Jones has it. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Lawrence with a completion to Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Back to throw. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene.